Yeah, exactly, exactly. As I die slightly. But, like, obviously there's certain things you don't say in conversation because they're just fucking ridiculous. Like, regardless of who you're talking to. But, like, one of the guys I know, like, didn't agree with me when I said you can't tiptoe around everybody in conversation. And I 100% stand by that. Sorry, it's getting kind of warm in here, so I'm dying a little bit. But, like, I didn't charge them for it, and the complaint came from behind me. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. If everybody can't be happy, nobody can be happy, right? But, like, the way I look at conversation is... Oh, develop further. I like that. There's no way to not offend everybody. So it's one of those things where you don't, like, depending on what it is, like I said before, there's certain things you just don't fucking say. But, like, you can't just tiptoe around everybody on the fucking planet just because you, like, think you might offend somebody. Because at the same time, there's somebody on the planet that is going to be offended by absolutely anything. I can guarantee there's a person out there somewhere that if you said the word "the," they would get pissed at you because it offends them. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying just say whatever the fuck you want all the time. But, like, if you sit there and there is, like something that you say and you find out that it offends somebody, then like, change the way you speak around that person. Like, if there's something you say, as long as it's not something completely ridiculous, like, there are some ridiculous things that if you say them and somebody gets offended, then they have, like, 100% right to, like, get fucking pissed at you. I tell people, if I haven't offended you in 5 minutes, wait. Exactly. But, like, the way I tried to explain it is trying not to offend everyone, or, like, trying to tiptoe around, like, your speech around everyone, is like trying to cook for the entire planet without anyone on the planet telling you what you're allergic to. If everybody that you're cooking for, and, like, there's billions of people, and you're trying to cook for everybody and cook everybody a meal, and nobody tells what they're allergic to, people are going to get sick and some people are going to die. And it's the same, with fucking talking to people. Like, if everybody you come in contact with doesn't tell you what, like, topics or what things you can say are going to offend them, it's impossible to not offend everybody. But like I said, there's somebody that's going to get offended by absolutely everything. There's one person that's going to find something you say absolutely fucking ridiculous, and that's just the way it is. But, like, then when you say something and, like, you get on a topic and people are like, well, like, I don't want to talk about that, like, that's a very touchy subject with me, that's when you change it. It's like, okay, now I know that this is the kind of thing that this person doesn't like. Fucking fuck, man. And, like, you know, it offends them or triggers something in them that, you know, can be kind of irksome, then don't talk about that stuff around them. Exeter's like, hydrate. I have been hydrating. This is almost empty. This is almost empty. This is empty. As is this, but, you know. But, like, it's the same thing with, like, the food analogy. It's like, if you sit there and, like, they let you know what they're allergic to, then it's like, okay, now I don't add this into, you know, whatever food I'm making, or it gets to the point where I have to make separate things for everybody, because, like, obviously, with the billions of people on the planet, there's one person that is allergic to absolutely, Like, there's people on the planet that are allergic to everything. Like, fucking, there's people that are allergic to water, and you're made of fucking, like, 80% water. Exactly. When you say it, and you find out it offends them, you apologize, and you don't cross that line again. Yeah, but if you don't say something, like, or want to, then, like, that's on the other person for getting offended. Like, it's one of those things that is impossible to, like, just tiptoe around.
Before the end, I want to talk to Dodge one last time.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, if you're jumping into a convo that you don't want to be a part of because you don't like it, don't jump into the combo. But, like, at the same time, that's still one of those things where, like, if you're in close proximity, like, if it's, like, obviously, if you don't know the person, they're probably not going to fucking care. But, like, if you're in a group of friends, and it's, like, one of those things that's never come up in conversation, so, like, that person hasn't had, like, a chance to say, like, this kind of thing bothers me, then if you're talking about it around them, like, I 100% understand if a friend walks over and, like, say it's, like, a group of people in a room, and there's two groups having two different conversations. If you're around and then, like, you hear them talking about it, and it's one of those things that, like, you're really not okay with, if you're, like, a proper friend, they should be able to walk over and be like, man, like, this is the kind of thing that, like, I don't want to hear about. Like, I don't want people talking about it around me. It's something that, like, you know, whether it's something they've dealt with or it's just something that really, really, like, sends them off for some reason, then fine, you look at them as a friend and be like, I'm really sorry about that. And then you know not to bring that kind of conversation up if they're around. See, like, where you're talking about, like, the coworker there, about them, like, you guys having a combo, and, like, that coworker jumping in and complaining about it, and then getting you in trouble for it. That's one of those things where people also need to look at it and be like, if you don't like it, and it's one of those things, like, walk over, talk to the person and be like, man, like, don't go fucking talking about this, like, especially, like, if you're on, like, a job search or something, like, man, not appropriate at all. And then leave it at that. But, if they keep going on about it, then you might have to tell somebody. I can understand, like, always go to, like, it's another thing, like, about anything like that in general, like, go to somebody first. Talk to the people, like, confront, like, a problem head on, and, like, that's coming from somebody who doesn't like confrontation. If you're not willing to, like, talk to somebody and try and resolve the issue, shut your face. Like, just shut up. Like, if you're not willing to walk over and have a civil discussion with somebody about the reason you have a problem, then that's on you. That's not on the people that are there, and that's no reason to get somebody in trouble. Obviously, like, I'll go back again. Unless it's a topic or a discussion that is getting, like, beyond vulgar. Like, if it's one of those topics or conversations where you're just being, like, downright obscene, then, you know, fuck. I have a AverMedia 2 Plus 4K pass-through? I can't remember. A buddy of mine bought it for me. I just got it in the mail one day, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was just like, hey, man, that was for me. And I was like, what? But it's very, very good. Like, I much enjoy it. The video quality is very, very excellent for it. I'm trying to remember. I think I'm on Streamlabs right now, so Streamlabs OBS. But I do use OBS. Or, like, a version of OBS. Sometimes I switch back and forth. Like, I have both OBS and Streamlabs on there. Your OBS echoes. It might be one of those things where your volume might be too high. or it might be picking up something else. Like if you have your stream out, like I usually have my my stream on just so I can see the chat, because sometimes the chat won't show up on OBS. Sometimes it like really it echoes my mic. You gotta turn down the game volume. It might be that, or like the settings for your microphone. You might have to turn those down. Because I've had that before too. And if you're using a headset, it just might, like, again, it might be the the volume in your ears is too loud and it's hitting your mic right here. Like I have a standing mic. But like I have the volume on my TV like so fucking low it's not even fist. Potion. Because I need fucking help healing right now. But yeah, that's all about either your mic settings or how loud your game is. Damn you, Sparkstorm, fuck off. Oh, he's almost dead. We're gonna fucking potion before we die. But yeah, because I definitely had that problem before. So check those two things. It might be your mic on your PC, so check like the mic settings in general. And you might be able to tone them down so your mic doesn't pick everything up as much. But that's where you're going to have to go through that and then go through your whatever program you're using for your streaming. And then go through the settings for that, because if you turn down that and then while you're talking it's not picking up your voice enough, then you're just going to have to turn down your game. Which sometimes sucks. Because right now I have my games fairly low. So low enough that I can hear them when they're talking. Ugh. And get my sound effects, but like worst came to worst, if I had to fucking completely mute my game, I would. I'd rather you guys get everything. Like, obviously, unless it's a game I haven't played before. Just give me 1 second there, guys. I'm just gonna run to the washroom for a moment. I'm gonna fucking... Oh, I did pause it. Some kind of cake. I have returned. Momentarily, I'm gonna blow my nose. There we go. I have returned. But yeah, so... Oh, that's the wrong controller. I have not tried the Mana series. I think I have... most of them come with PlayStation Plus, though. I think they're in the game catalog. I've been meaning to give them a go, just haven't gotten around to it yet. So again, that could be another one if I look... I'll have to look up how many there are first. And how far back they go, because they definitely go back a while. But yeah, definitely, next time we stream, definitely go and take a look at that. It's always good to have something off to the side, too, just so you can, like, listen to it, because sometimes I still get, like, I'll get like an echo because I forget to like mute my stream. So it's always your best bet is to probably just do and it's what I do every now and again, especially when I change settings for certain things, is I'll do test streams, especially if I change software that I'm using for streaming. And just like go on for like half an hour or something and like pull up your stream on something else and just go through all your settings, see what's working, see what's not working. Start like testing out your sound effects, testing out like whether you're streaming on PC or your console, if you're getting your video quality right, if you're getting Jesus. Oh, no, defense. If you're getting your audio from your game properly. How far down is... Stagger maintenance, augment maintenance, passive ability, duration of offensive buffs. I don't really care about that. I want the stagger maintenance. Keep trying to interact because I find it hard to stream to us. That's also, finally after 15 years, beat this game. Go kill bot. Doesn't matter how long it takes. This game, especially this one in the Final Fantasy series, is definitely a tougher one to beat, just for the way that they have the progression system for how strong you get. I'm gonna have to fucking refill that soon. But yeah, the interacting thing, that is definitely a problem for a lot of streamers, is when you have a silent chat. And it can be the downfall of some people, because if you're not showing that you can be interactive, then it can deter people that when they do come in, they don't want to stick around. So I find the best thing to do, this is your first platinum trophy. Oh, this is definitely a platinum trophy, that's for sure. But your best thing is narrate what you're doing. Fucking monologue, man. If there's nobody in Trat, you heard me, fucking words, they suck. 2008 or so, that's an accomplishment right there, Francis. 100%. But if there's nobody there, or if there's people there and they're not chatting, monologue or just narrate what you're doing, man. Oh, I wonder why I'm going so crazy today. But like that's what I do when I got nobody here, or when I first start up stream and I know like I'm gonna be waiting for a couple minutes before people get in, is just start talking. Be like, okay, so like, you know, I'm gonna like set up this, or it's like, so like I remember like most of the time I start to go over what happened last time. And, perfectionist gamer, haven't beaten a game in a hot minute. I understand that a lot. I'm the same way, like, I'll get a game and be like, man, I gotta, especially, like, open world games, I'm like, fuck, I gotta get all this and I gotta get all that, so, like, I don't have to redo it at the end of the game. But, like, I'll sit there and I'll start going over, like, stuff that happened last time I was playing. I was like, okay, so last time I was playing this game, I was here, we just finished doing this, and, like, I remember that I gotta go here, and then, like, once I figure out, like, you know, where I'm going, I'm like, okay, so now we're gonna go do this, and then I start, like, sometimes, like, even start talking to the characters, like, when the characters say something, fucking act like you're there, and, like, fucking say something, like, snooty. Like, oh my god, I can't believe we're going to sleep. Like, yeah, that's because you sleep a little bit too much. And, like, just stupid stuff like that. 400 hours on most games, I can understand that. I like, especially like RPGs. White Knight Chronicles has been my hardest platinum so far. I have not played the White Knight Chronicles games yet. People have mentioned them in chat a few times. It might have even been you, Francis. But like I remember seeing the games, and they're definitely one I wanna like. I'd love to take a look at. But like the talking in stream, like with no chats and stuff like that. Oh, the Ulterior series. I have one of those for console, and I think I might have one for Steam. So I definitely understand, especially with how much crafting and stuff that is in those games. If they're the ones I'm thinking of. 2015, they cut off the online, so it's extremely hard. Oh, okay. Understandable. What? Ryza is the newest. I think Ryza might be one of the ones that I have from 300 hours to over 1,000. Holy shit. What platforms do you stream on, Exeter? If you don't mind me asking. Just because sometimes that can be a lot too, because like I know death. Because I know TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Okay. So one, your bet, like, do you have like any of the streaming? Do you pay for any of the streaming services on OBS where you can do more than 2, or do you just like alternate from one to the other? Because that could also be like a thing that might be hindering your growth. Not yet. Bills, yeah, no, I understand that. So like where, I don't know if like main OBS does it, but I know Streamlabs does it where you can stream to 2 platforms at once. And your best bet is to focus on either 1 or 2. With Element. Okay. So your best bet is to focus on 1 or 2. So if you're doing like the 2, focus on those 2 specifically. TikTok just let you go live. I've only been live on TikTok for, I think, a little over a week. I only started a little over a week ago, and I've gained probably, I think, 150 followers in a week. And I've my viewer average is probably a minimum of 5, but I've hit 16 to 20 the last couple days. Like, I definitely recommend keeping TikTok as one of those. But if Kick was your main one before, if Kick was your main one before, and that's where you had like the majority of your followers, or if like when you switched over to Twitch, you've got the majority and like you find your average is the best there. But if they're the same, then you're better off just picking one or the other. I think I went backwards. I'm going to check my map. But focus on 1 or 2. So if you're doing 2, focus on... Nope. I've never heard anything about... not even a hint of TikTok being banned in Canada. But, like, definitely keep... Like, since you said you switched over to Twitch, like, if Twitch is the one you're getting, like, more viewers on as opposed to Kick, January got up to 20 followers and then made it stop you from streaming. Okay. Yeah, I seen that, Francis. I don't know if it'll fully go through, though, because, like, there's a lot of businesses, like, I think it'll hurt commerce, I really do. Because there's a lot of people who make, like, incomes and stuff off TikTok down there, like influencers and just people that do content. Kick is more for Apex and stuff like that. That's, I would have said the same thing for Twitch. Like, Twitch is the same way. Like, most of the content, like, in the higher-ups on Twitch is people who do, like, first-person shooters and competitive stuff. Yeah, your best bet is to pick, like, I'd keep TikTok 100%, just for the fact that, like, I find the growth for TikTok is really, really good. Yeah, they'll rechange their name or something, yeah. Well, I think what they're trying to do is they're doing that and trying to get it so that a US company buys it out so that they can have control over it. Which I hope doesn't happen. I think it's fine where it's at. But focus on, you know, one or two of them. Two of them being optimal if you have the option, which Streamlabs I know does. I don't know if Baseline OBS does or not yet, but it should because they're both OBS derivatives. And then just focus on those. Don't go switching back and forth. You can hit the square button on the PlayStation controller or equivalent to shortcut to the I keep forgetting that, Lightning. You told me that before. You told me that yesterday, and I'm remembering that now, and I'm like, yep, you can. I was doing it not yesterday, but the day before. Because you specifically told me to. But, definitely, I use TikTok. The TikTok Streamlabs. Use regular Streamlabs, too, because it'll let you go on both at the same time. But, like, yeah, I'll eventually get this full thought through, though. But definitely focus on, like, the two of them. So if you're picking Twitch over Kick or Kick over Twitch, and then your TikTok is the other one, which I think TikTok is going to be the main one that gets you your boost either on TikTok or on Twitch, like, depending on if they follow you on both. And just focus on those. And then, like I said before, like, fucking monologue when there's nobody talking. Like, I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I know I'm getting people that are on TikTok popping over to the Twitch to follow me there. And I've been getting a couple new followers this last week on Twitch, and like I can't thank you guys enough for being in here, for interacting. Like it makes, like, the game is enjoyable as is, but it makes the streaming aspect of this a lot more enjoyable, because that's my favorite thing about the streaming thing, is interacting with you guys. Need you to send me a Canadian. Need you to send me a Canadian Fox. My Final Fantasy 14 Canadian failed to send me one. Are you talking about an in-game item, or are you talking about like a partner? Because I know you can call people foxes, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one you mean. But yeah, so focus on those. Like, get good. Like, try to get good at monologuing. They're adorable little there's fucking wild foxes around me all the time. Like, there's one that, like, every now and again when I go to the gym at 5 a.m., he's like down at the same spot crossing the fucking road, and he'll stop when I talk to him too. He'll be like, hey you, and he'll just stop and he'll look at me and I'll be like, stop that. And he's just like, what? What do you mean? I live out here. But yeah, like, get good at the monologuing, or just describing what you're doing. Like, talk about anything. Like, there's a lot of the times where, like, I'll build off of an interaction with somebody, and then, like, everybody will just stop chatting. And I'll just continue on with what I was chatting about. So if somebody gives you, he's from Alberta, and he left you hanging. Jeez. But, like, there's sometimes I'll get, like, a topic, and then all the chat will just go dead for a little while, and just build off that, like, that topic that you were given. Like, just keep going with it. Like, use that as your talking point. Uh-oh, playing Hope, the hopeless person. You're correct. But Hope isn't here yet, so the Hope is still alive. He hasn't been killed yet. But yeah, like, you gotta... Oh my god. But, like, try and keep, like, the topics that you're given, try and keep them, like, going. Try and, like, use them to, like, but still, oh yeah, of course, still hopeless. He's Hope, as we know. Well, that fucking hurt her a lot. Thank you for the GGs, Geralt. Much appreciated. But, yeah, like, use just, like, little comments in chat to, like, keep talking, and, like, as long as you can, if there's nobody there, and, like, you can't, and eventually you get to, like, the end of whatever topic you have, because sometimes you just can't keep talking about the same thing, or, like, you just, like, there's just, you've gone over everything. Just, like, see if you can pivot the point to something that might be closely related to it, and then go on a fucking giant rant about that. And then if you get if you get exhausted from every conversation that you can possibly fucking think of, start monologuing again. Or like start talking about the game that you're playing. Like, start talking about the story, like, start talking about where you're at, start talking about the characters, start talking about mechanics of the game. Things that you like the series, the company, like, there's... Hello again, doggo. His name is Luffy. He's not very smart, but just remember that he loves you all. And he would let you do all the pets. What are you doing, fella? What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? What are you doing? You coming to say hello to all of the people, giving the big stretch down there? He's just big. You were just drinking water, and your lips are all gummy and full of drool. Yes, they are. These people know it. They can see you. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Whoopsie! I've been using Discord with a friend for my streams because we are playing, if Sunset or Palworld. Palworld. I haven't picked that up in a while, but there's been enough updates that I might start playing it again. Back up. Back up. Back up. No, you gotta back up. Back up. I'm in danger! I'm in danger, dog! Luffy, stop! Stop! I'm in danger. The new update is next week. Oh, okay. No, I'm in danger. 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 Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Oh, my arm is all full of drool now. No. No. What are you saying? You can't say those things to those people. That's very, very inconsiderate. No. No, I'm not. No. What are you doing? Why must you assault me like that? No, you can't get in. This chair is not meant for two people. I can't see. What are you doing? Stop. Why are you doing this to me? You're gonna get me killed. You're gonna make the death happen. No. What? No. Stop. You gotta stop. I know you want attention, but no. Save me. No. No. Oh God, I'm gonna die, and I'm so far into this. Oh, I just saved myself. I'm wrapped up in this fucking cord too. Just give me a second. The boss is almost dead, and then I'll give you the attention that you need. And no, get my hand out of your mouth. Now stop it. Stop spinning me. What are you doing? No. Stop it. No, he's almost there. He's dead. Just give me a second. I think he has to go outside. Do you need to pee? Let's go.